Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday. I am on my way out the door. I'm actually headed over to the lot this morning, the Walt Disney Studio lot, because we are going to listen to Bob Iger, the CEO of the entire Walt Disney Company. We are going to listen to him speak in person this morning, so that should be very interesting. Bob Iger. Bob Iger, the CEO. I'm pretty impressed to be able to see him in person. He actually runs the triathlon every year. Actually, I don't know if he runs. I think at one point he did the run, the cycle, and the swim, but I thought I heard last year that he just did the bike. I am not positive. But he does participate in the triathlon, so I might get to see him there as well. However, this morning I will be seeing him in the theater. Anyway, here's my beverages this morning. Same as always, I have coffee. This is the Great Value French Roast Coffee K-Cup for 0 smart points. And again, I'm using 3 tablespoons of fat-free half and half for 1 smart point. It looks so good and so creamy, and I really do like and prefer creamy coffee. I just never let myself have it that way. I never let myself have the points. So I'm splurging this week on some half and half points because I have the extra points. So coffee is 1 smart point. This is the Bria tea. I have 2 teaspoons of this Bria tea trim. This is actually almost gone, and I'm okay with that. I'm not crazy about this skinny tea, and I actually stopped using the colon tea completely about a week ago because I don't feel like it's doing anything, and I almost thought it was causing like blockage. It probably wasn't, but it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do either. So I stopped using the colon tea, and I'm almost done with this weight loss tea. So 2 teaspoons of this green tea is 0 smart points, and I have the juice of a key lime inside as well for 0 smart points. So those are my beverages. 1 point coffee, 0 point tea. My lunch today is going to be another egg mug. Oh, and that reminds me, I'm gonna get a container. Okay, so lunch today is going to be another egg mug that I prepped for all my lunches this week. And today I'm gonna try, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump the whole thing in here and cook it in here in the microwave, and just still the same process. Cook for 30 seconds, stir, cook for 30 seconds, stir until it's done. Yesterday it took about 3 to 3.5 minutes because there's just a lot of eggs in there. So yeah, so I'm going to put it in this container. So this is actually a 2-point egg mug, so this one is pretty low in points. It's an entire cup of the Great Value egg whites for 1 smart point. I have 2 ounces of the Trader Joe's fat-free feta cheese for 1 point. And then the rest is all vegetables. I have diced zucchini, diced bell pepper. I think there's some tomatoes. Yeah, there's some tomatoes in there, and some artichokes packed in water. So everything is all vegetables except for the fat-free feta and the egg. And then once it's all cooked, I'm going to eat it with this. This is 2 tablespoons of Eddie's tzatziki sauce, which is made with 0% Fage Greek yogurt. So that is 0 smart points. So my lunch today is 2 smart points. And then this is my fruit for today. I have one that I will eat for breakfast and one that I will eat for snack, and I'm not sure which. So either breakfast and snack or snack and snack or whatever. But fruit, 0 smart points. And then this last thing over here, I have 2 tablespoons of the Bolthouse Farms Chunky Blue Cheese Yogurt Dressing. That's actually for dinner. We are going out for dinner tonight, and I'm going to have a salad, and I'm going to take my own dressing. So that is 1 smart point. So I'm counting that in dinner totals, so ignore that. Okay, so everything I have that I'm taking to work until dinner is going to be 3 smart points. Okay, so I am on my way to work, and I am not gonna have time for a lot of stuff today. Today's gonna be super busy. I know I say that every day, but seriously, it's like the story of my life. I was talking to Sally just yesterday. Every day for me is so busy, and I feel like I'm literally just go, 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 and yet I don't feel like I'm productive enough, I guess is what I'm saying. I feel like I need to be doing more. What is wrong with me? I don't think, I think all of my busyness literally is just for me, and that feels very selfish. So I feel like I want to do more and be more for other people. So I don't know even how or where that could come into play. I'm so busy like all the time, and yet I feel like there's so much more I need to do. Oh, my weight is up today. So today is Tuesday, it's weigh-in, and I jumped on the scale this morning to kind of give myself an idea. My weight is up, I think it's up about a pound from what it was last week. I'm actually okay with that. Number one, because I am trying to ingrain in myself, in my head, that anything under 135 is okay. Now, hopefully it's under 135, because it might be close. 134 something is pretty darn close. So anything under 135, fine. But also, I feel great today. I feel great. The last 2 nights I have made an effort to get to bed earlier. So I have not been getting 8 hours of sleep, but I did get a good solid 7 hours of sleep the last 2 nights, and that's a great start from what I was getting. So I feel much more rest. However, I know that my weight could be up because of water retention, and I'll tell you why. Whenever I tell people this, they're like, what? And they give me all kinds of suggestions. I don't want any suggestions because I've been to the doctor. I've talked with doctors about this. It's a family condition. My mother has it. My grandma has it. My great-grandmother had it. I have a hard time processing fluid. So that's just it, bottom line. It doesn't matter if I drink more. It doesn't matter if I drink less. Well, if I drink less, obviously, there's less fluid to process. So this is why I don't drink 8 ounces, or what is it, like 8-ounce glasses of water a day. I don't do it. I can't do it because my body holds on to it and does not process it, and I can't stand being bloated. This is also why a product like Teamy Tea is so important for me if it works to help reduce bloating. So I try not to drink too much throughout the day. I try honestly to just drink to thirst. But the thing is that wine actually acts as a diuretic for me. So sangria I don't think does, but wine acts as a diuretic. So, and with my body being used to a certain amount of wine, I think it keeps it in a natural flux. Anyway, bottom line is that I drank more fluid yesterday, I think because I was nervous about not having any wine or sangria, so I was trying to make up for it a bit and allow myself some other things. So I did drink a little more fluid. I did not drink any wine, so I think part of this may be a little bit of incorrect water balance, and that may be why my weight is up a little bit. The other flip side of that is one thing I do to also control my body bloating and water retention is the running, because when I run I sweat a lot. So I will be running today at lunch, so there is that. So honestly, my weight could go either way today. I'm going to expect a gain, but just a very minor gain, like less than a pound gain. So, oh well, I don't really care. Isn't that weird? That's crazy to say, but I don't really care. I got a lot going on today. So, yeah, yesterday was a success. I left the day at 15 smart points, and you may say that's too low, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to lose weight from going that far under on points. But on the other hand, I don't want to add points just because I'm not having wine points. I don't want to add extra food to make up for the extra wine points, at least until I see, what my body's going to do with it, because as I've seen already, it's not going to be an immediate drop. It's probably going to be a fluid retention first, and then who knows what, and who knows how long I'll do this for. So I'm definitely not going to be adding random food points just to add random food points. So there's that. And yeah, that's my day so far. we're going out for pizza tonight, and I am ridiculously excited about that because tonight we are going to the real pizza place, the pizza that I crave. It's the place in our city called Victoria's, and we always get the Hawaiian pizza, and I have a few more extra points, so I may actually have 2.5 pieces. I'd love to have 3, but they only cut it into 8 pieces, and there's 3 of us, so I think the nice thing to do would be to have 2.5 pieces so that we can share. It's going to be a challenge for me in that when I go to this place, I always have wine, so that may be a bit more of a challenge than last night was, but we will see. Anyway, I am headed to the studio lot now, and I will check in with you guys probably not until my afternoon walk break because it's just gonna be one of those days. So hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Okay, so here we are on our way back to work. This studio lot is actually a mile, 2 miles, actually maybe about 4 miles from my work, so we will be there momentarily. But I have a little guest here with me. I have my triathlon
relay
teammate Seth.
Hello.
Hi, Seth.
Hello, peace.
Seth is going to be doing the biking
Bicycling.
portion of the relay. So say hi to all my peeps, Seth, because
Hey, peeps.
all my friends have been such a tremendous help in donating to the triathlon.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
It's going to a great cause, and
yes,
we're going to do our best.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So Seth, what'd you think of Bob Iger?
He was great, very inspirational, just a solid guy. I think he's sets a good tone for the company.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he had some good stories too.
And he's so down to earth.
Yeah,
right?
I really enjoyed listening to him.
And he's so fit.
Yeah, he's in good shape. He's a cyclist.
He's a cyclist. Is that what he does for the triathlon?
Yeah, he does the cycle relay.
I didn't know if he did all of them or...
Yeah,
okay.
no.
Okay, cool. So,
Nice to meet all of you.
so Seth works in casting in my department, and yeah, he's a very, very good guy. He's the next Bob Iger.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, whoa, I gotta pay attention, so I will talk to you guys later. Hi everyone, it is about 5:20, and here finally is my outfit of the day. It's a new shirt. It's a new Venus shirt, super cute, cold shoulder. Here we go. I was in a very fall-ish mood today, and even though it's not very cool, I just want to be wearing boots and scarves and sweatshirts, and I just want fall. Anyway, it is about 5:20. I was going to just skip this walk break, but I already skipped the one this morning because I was at the Bob Iger presentation, and I can't even talk. I decided I just need to get out because I'm tired. I'm tired of sitting at the computer, and I just needed to walk away and take a little break. And since I already skipped one walk break, I'm probably gonna have a hard time getting my steps in for today, so I figured just go do it. So I'm out here doing it, and I will probably take another little walk after dinner tonight over to the park to get the rest of my steps, if I need to do that. So I'm just feeling very tired right now. I'm feeling the afternoon dragginess, and I feel like I have been getting that a lot lately. I don't know if it's because I feel like my job is honestly not that hard. It's not that hard mentally even, so I shouldn't be this tired in the afternoon, but I am. I feel like I'm constantly just drained about this time, so I really want to, I think I really want to bring my cold brew coffee tomorrow and just try in the afternoon and see if I can, number one, if I like the taste of it, and number two, if I drink it, if it's going to give me just a little boost in the afternoon that I need. If I do that though, then I'm going to be even less hungry for snacks, which should be okay. I don't want to be eating just to eat, and I haven't really been hungry. So today I ate, excuse the gum, Project 7 pumpkin spice. Ooh, actually I think it's called pumpkin pie. Super delicious. Anyway, sorry about the gum. So this morning I ate my apple at about noon, which is what time I got back to the office. I was not even hungry, but I ate it because I knew that I wanted the energy for my lunchtime run. So that was good, and it seemed to work because I was able to run at 7.5 miles an hour. And then at the end, I bumped it up to 8 miles an hour. So the run went well. It was not a speed run, it was a base run. So that's 7.5 is pretty good for a base run. So I feel pretty good about that. And then I also did 10 minutes on the rower. So I think it was beneficial to eat the apple even though I wasn't hungry, so I could get the energy and have a good productive workout. So that was a win. Then I was not hungry for lunch until like 3:10. So I did have my lunch, the eggs, around 3:15ish. I actually cooked them in a plastic bowl, which then I read the comments on my video from yesterday and you guys are worried that I'm gonna melt the plastic, but no, it was fine. It was a plastic Rubbermaid bowl. Anyway, it was only in the microwave for 3.5 minutes, and that was actually overkill on the eggs today, so which I think is interesting. So they were a little bit dry. I'm also finding, okay, so the cooking method was a lot easier. I didn't have to stir it as much, and I wasn't worried about it overflowing. So the cooking method was a lot easier. However, I did overcook them a little bit, and then I'm also finding that with that amount of eggs, I usually do, when I do an egg mug, I usually do 1/3 cup of those egg whites. Right now for my lunches this week, I'm doing a full cup because I want the extra protein. I want it to be very filling, so I'm using a full cup of the eggs, but I'm finding that I don't have enough flavorings to go with the eggs. Like I have vegetables and I have cheese, and in some of these egg mugs I have protein, but I need more flavor like pepper, salsa, dill, anything really. So I need to remember that tomorrow with whatever egg mug I'm bringing, just to bring extra flavoring or salsa or whatever it is I'm going to eat with it. So something to remember if you guys are trying to do these egg mugs for your lunch. So I don't know that I'm crazy about them, but it was nice to have something different to try for lunches this week. What else? I think that was all I was going to tell you. So I'm not really hungry right now, which is actually fine because I have to weigh in for Weight Watchers at 7, so not very long from now. I thought there was a bug on me. There is a bug on me. Is that a bug? Ew. Bugs. Anyway. That's all I had to tell you guys. So I'm on my way back to the office. I need to work for about an hour more, and then I'm headed to Weight Watchers, and I will fill you guys in after my Weight Watchers meeting. Okay guys, here we go. I am on the way to Weight Watchers. I am slightly disappointed that tonight my leader is not going to be there. She's on vacation, which she is absolutely entitled to, but I always feel like I don't want to go when she's not going to be there, because I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I feel like my leader is the best, like the best. She is always super motivating. She has such high energy and enthusiasm, and she is just exactly the kind of leader that I would want to be if I was a leader. She's just amazing. She always knows what to say. She always has the best advice, and she's just very encouraging and very motivating. So when she's not there, it's kind of a letdown, like I don't get as much out of the meeting. But I am going because I know I need to go to meetings regardless. Every week they really, really help me stay on track. And then also, you know, on the flip side, what if there's someone there that needs to hear from me? What if there's a random question that I happen to answer and someone needed to hear that answer? You know, you never know. So I'm going for me, and I'm going just in case there's that random chance that I might be able to help someone else. So I'm going to go weigh in, and like I told you guys earlier, I may be up, I may be down, but more than likely I'm gonna guess up by less than a pound, and I'm totally okay with that. I've been working on reframing my thoughts and reframing my journey and where I'm at and how far I've come, and I'm working on being okay with anything under 135. So my ultimate goal is still and will always be 130, but I don't want to do the work to actually get there, or maybe right now is not the best time for me, or maybe my body will never get there. So I'm kind of just letting go on that a little bit, and it's okay right now to not be 130. I'm totally okay with that. And as long as I can maintain under 135 and live the kind of life I lead now, I am totally happy with that. So it's funny because I say that on the one hand, and on the other hand, you guys know I'm doing this wine-free week. Why else would I be doing that if not to try and shake things up with my weight loss? Right? So yes, that is in the back of my mind also. Anyway, so I'm gonna go weigh in, and I'll let you guys know what the final details are. I did want to tell you that I have something new and exciting coming up. I did a Ask Me Anything video quite a while ago. I know that I have several new subscribers since then, so I'm going to do another Ask Me Anything video. I think I'm pretty good, or at least I try really hard to answer all of your guys' questions that you post in the comments below my videos. If I have missed anybody, I'm very sorry. I try to stay up on that. But I would like to do an Ask Me Anything video where you can really ask me anything. It can be Weight Watchers related, it can be eating disorder related, it can be family related, job, dreams, goals, failures, whatever questions you guys have for me. So post it down below this video. I will take a few days to ask for questions from you guys, and then hopefully get to that video this weekend. So post your questions down below, and then watch for the video this weekend. I am minutes away from Weight Watchers, so I'll touch base with you guys in just a little while. Well guys, what can I say? I knew there was a reason I needed to go to that meeting, and I am so glad I went. And no, it was not to help others, it's because I needed it. So I totally needed that, and I'm so glad I went. First of all, the theme for the week is happiness, and the leader said, who is actually someone that I have worked with, and I actually like her, so she did a really great job, and I was very happy that I went and was able to listen to her. I actually learned a lot tonight. So and what she said, so the theme is happiness for this week. Are we losing weight to be happy, or can we be happy losing weight? Now there's something to think about, right? Something I know I definitely need to think about. So I need to be happy, not necessarily losing weight, but I need to be happy in lifetime. Happy that I've lost the weight, happy that I can maintain the weight, and just happy right where I'm at. So I thought that was very profound. Are we losing weight to be happy, or can we be happy losing weight? That was excellent. As far as the weigh-in, I'm blown over because, guys, I am up 2.0 pounds. So I'm not worrying about it because I know for a fact that it's got to be water. And for the reasons that I told you this morning, this happens to me every time I don't have wine. So the wine does something metabolically to me. I believe it has to do with water, and I think that the wine is a diuretic for me. So in one day of not having wine, I've gone up 2 pounds. I did 15 points instead of 30 points, so it's not extra food, so it's got to be water weight. So I'm just rolling with that. What can I do? I can't do anything but wait it out. I am headed now to have dinner at our favorite pizza restaurant, and I'm super excited because this is actually going to be very satisfying pizza. So I'm very excited about it. And let me just run down for anybody that's new. Here's how I track pizza. It can be super difficult because unless you're going to a specific pizza restaurant that's listed in the tracker, it's all different. It's all different. So here's what I do. I look for, number one, the same size of pizza that we're going to be ordering. We're going to order, I believe, a medium. Number two, I look for the same crust size. If we're doing a thin crust, original, or deep dish, we're doing an original crust. And number three, I look for the same toppings. We always get the Hawaiian pizza. So the closest thing to this restaurant that I can find that matches the crust, matches the size, and matches the toppings is a Round Table Hawaiian medium original crust pizza. I thought that this was 7 points per slice. It's actually 8 points per slice. So it's 8 points per slice, 16 for 2 slices, and 20 points for 2.5. I'm planning to have 2.5 slices, so that's going to be 20 points. I also brought my dressing for the side salad that I'm going to have. So my salad will be 1 smart point for the 2 tablespoons of Bolthouse dressing that I brought. So sometimes, guys, you just have to estimate. I also know, because we had Papa John's Hawaiian pizza last week, I also know that Papa John's has a medium original crust Hawaiian pizza, and 1 slice of that is 7 smart points. However, because I just had this pizza last week, I know that the crust is inferior to the crust that I'm about to have, which means it's definitely not as thick. So it may be original, but it's not as thick and yummy. So I'm just gonna go with the higher points and count 8 points per slice tonight. So that's my plan, guys. I will show you the pizza when we get it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to really focus on enjoying the pizza and not think about the wine that I'm missing and go from there.